Right, well, it's early morning and I'm getting some tools put in the beast, ready to go on a job. It's about 6:30, I'd say, at the moment. That's an early. Getting the old garage finished off. I thought I might not have a chance this week to actually film an instructional video because I've been called out on quite a few jobs this week, and I was going to be doing an instructional on fitting a wall hung toilet, different kind of model. Let me show you. In here, so we've got this room here now. What I was going to do is going to be ripping this lot out, taking all this wood off, making a whole new panel fascia there. We're going to have like a mirror on here. We've got a lot of tiling to do in here, just a lot of decorating, as you can see. Look at that lovely head, look. For those of you who know, that should be a lintel. Yeah, so we've got like lots of stuff to do in here and all that. Lots of tiling, bits and bobs like that. Now obviously that's quite a lot of work, and it's actually not an easy space to film in, so I might be using the camera on at the moment, which is the GoPro, or I might use my wide lens on my other camera, which is good. It's one of those things. So I thought, rather than maybe not putting a video out, let's go out and do a job. We're going to be going to Mick's house, okay? And those of you who know Mick, he's my brother-in-law. I owe him a couple of jobs at the moment because he's swung a load of doors at my house and did a load of like door linings and stuff like that. I begged him. It's like, Mick, how much money do you want? He's like, no, mate, no. When I need you, you answer the phone. Yesterday he rang me. I let it ring like 7 times. I answered it. I was like, all right, Mick. And he's like, Jimmy. At the time, actually, when he rang me, I was about, I don't know, 10 rungs up a ladder on the side of a house sorting a flue out. So, there we go. Anyway, let's go to his house now. Well, Bumheads has just made me a cup of coffee with any luck. I'm hoping. Oh yeah, here she is. She's in her nightie. Hell yeah, boys! Yeah, that's what it's all about. Big G's got the hump at the moment because he didn't sleep. Basically, George tries to get in the bedroom. It's like his mission in life. He obviously has got the hump because there's dead mice laying down on the drive. Look how grumpy it is. Is that a dead mouse? That dot just there is a grumpy cat. Anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee, get in the van, and let's go to this job. Right, feeling good. Contact! Clear prop! Got to get out before this car, otherwise I might be forced to wear a bra. Oh, I'm going to be forced to wear a bra. No! Come on, y'all, get y'all moving. We got a job to do. Hell yeah! So, all I know about this job today is that I'm going to get stitched up, I can just tell. About, I don't know, probably about the start of the summer, Mick rang me up to go and do. Basically, I owed him a little job yet again. He rang me up and he goes, Jimmy, I just need you to come into the centre of town. And believe me, the town that I live near, you don't want to be going to the centre of town. It's an absolute nightmare of a place to get to. And he's like, I just need you to come out here and cap off a hot and a cold, ready for the changeover. Oh, let me move that out of your way. Flash me up. Cheers, thanks man. These flashes were so quick, it looked like he was just bouncing over the road a bit. Because I didn't know he was flashing me out, I kind of hesitated a bit, and he went absolutely mental. Because that's what you do in England, isn't it? So this is what I call this kind of job, right? I call it a Mick stitch up. A couple of weeks ago, he rang me up and said, mate, do you want to come into town? I need you to come in and cap off a hot and a cold. Now, you don't want to be going to the centre of the town that I live in, believe me. They want people on bicycles in the centre of my town. They don't want them in cars or vans. So anyway, I get to the job and he goes, oh, you're here now, aren't you? And I was like, oh no, Mick, what, mate, what? He's like, yeah, I want you to cap off the hot and cold over there. I want you to take that shower out. I want you to take that basin out. I want you to take the toilet out. And then I also want you to take that radiator out and then first fix for the new radiator and first fix for everything else. And it was one of them systems where the F&E tank was about like a foot above the bloody top radiator. Took absolutely ages to do. So I'm a bit pensive going out to this job today. Right then, we are here. See what hell awaits us. Let's get draining. That's number 1 on the list. Hello? Oh, hello, Michael. Look, Michael, we've got face for camera already.
Happy face, look.
Right, let's have a look at what you've stitched me up on today.
Fucking easy.
No, whatever. So we've got radiator, you want to go here, haven't we? Yeah?
Jim, you sound like Mick moaning.
This is Dawn, my sister. Hello, how are you?
Quite good.
Oh, well, it looks like you're fine, mate. I might as well just go. I've got 4 radiators to do minor alterations to be honest. So we've got new one going in here. Obviously that's not been plastered yet, but he wants it up on the wall, so that's all done. So we've got minor, like underfloor, little bits of 15mm copper to do on that one there. Let's get through here. We've got one to do here, just the same. One in there to do, and one over there. Now that's what originally Mick told me I was doing. You might hear some grunting as I go downstairs at the moment because Daddy-O's here. Say hello to everyone, Dad.
Hey.
No, he's not even going to say hello.
Who's that?
Plumber Parts Massive, Dad. The Plumber Parts Massive. So this is where I am. I'm in the dirty zone. So far I've taken a toilet out there. I've taken that radiator out. I've taken 2 15mm pipes down that go along there. I've got to cut into a cold feed just there to bring across the top round, and then to a new boxwork bit just down here. I've got a flow and return there for the heating to bring across there and down as well, because this ceiling's being lowered, that's being brought out, and he wants all the pipes hidden. That's the bit.
Meanwhile, Dad is moving the big Hungarian settee thing.
Oh yeah, oh shit, yeah, got this to move. Yeah, so this is all the stuff that Mick didn't tell me about. This is what happens. This is what happens when you work for family. And he said, oh, come on, I swung 7 doors for you. Arr. That's another one done. That one just needs a bit of bending out, cutting around there. Little treasure trove as well. I found a packet of the old Panama Slim Panatellas. Yeah. And now we know what the previous plumber used to smoke. Beautiful floor. Chosen for by my sister. I hope not. That one there's done. That one's just went straight back in, just a little chop out. And these 2 were just hand bends as well. Beautiful. Oh, I'm getting there now, aren't we? A little baby today. So Mick's using old valves because he's a cheapskate. Told him that already. Sometimes you just got to do as you're told. You know that. So I'm piping up this radiator at the moment from because he wants one pipe sticking out the wall. I'm piping the radiator up from that one pipe over, which is a different way to measure up and hang your rads. The way you're going to have to know, you cannot always just measure off the centres and do it like that. So we need to know how far our pipe centre is away from our first clip. Let me show you how we do that. So we run on a valve. Get our beast ox tape. If you want, you can just lay your tape here. Get the tape, so the centre of the tape there is with the centre of the pipe. And then you walk over here and you look. You're like, I'd say it's about 170mm. Now we go over here. See, I've already got my centre there. So now I know I can go over to here, measure out 170mm, and I've got this line for my first bracket. Well, you're saying this is where you want your heights, but sometimes you just can't have it there. Well, that's a typical altercation with a carpenter or a customer when you're actually around their house putting the radiators up. It's never straightforward. So as you can see there, we're measuring off that one pipe. We're not doing standard centres. Now the thing you need to think about when you're doing this sort of work is to give yourself enough room to allow yourself to have an elbow up into the radiator valve itself. So how I'd usually do that is marry up the radiator bracket onto the radiator itself, measure the distance from the bottom of the bracket to the bottom of your actual valve, which is quite easy if you can just line it up with your eye. then add yourself a couple of centimetres or whatever you feel, and then you know what the bottom of your bracket height is going to be. As soon as you've done that, you can then just measure over the distance between the centre of the first bracket you've already got and the second one, and maybe the third, depending on how big the radiator is, and then use a spirit level to make sure that they're all marked up nicely, and then you can get your brackets popped onto the wall. And look at that. We're now lined up there. The reason we have to do that is because of that. Now I just want to tell you that doing this video has prompted me to make another video about this subject that I'm probably going to release in a couple of weeks' time. So if you haven't done yet, click the subscribe button and you'll be able to see that next week as well. Just remember that piping up every radiator is different, and there's lots of different ways to do it and lots of preferences that different plumbers have for doing it. Always remember as well, if you are doing a drop down leg, to make sure that you put a drain off on, and when you're soldering that drain off in, take the gubbins out because there's rubber in there and you don't want to be melting it. Now comes for the biggest cock up in plumber parts history. For some reason I filmed the end of the video, like, you know, the payoff and all that of the finished radiator that I've done, but the whole piece of camera that I did and everything, I hadn't actually turned the camera on, so I was just talking to a turned off camera. So here is a photo of it from my phone. Really sorry about it guys, but there you go, it's all done. Mick's happy, it's all filled up, all running. And everything's going absolutely hunky-dory there, so I'm really pleased. So thanks ever so much for watching this video today guys. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I get up to when it's just a normal day at work. Please click that subscribe button and I'll see you in our next video next week. Remember everyone, to hold tight.